Hello, so today we are going to start the session on how you can overcome the fear. Like most of the time, people they have the fear of speaking and even they have the fear of English. But today, let me tell you how you can overcome all those fear and how you can even speak. So it's like, first, let me ask one question, that is, how many of you know English? I'm just saying how many of you know English. I'm not saying how many of you know how to speak English. Well, so obviously the answer will be yes. As everyone knows English, it's nothing but from A to Z. And even most of you are even able to read and write. Thus, you have to pat yourself that yes, I know English. Next thing is that how many of you are very good in your native language? I mean Telugu, Hindi, Marathi, whatever the language. And if you say yes, then let me prove you wrong. You are not good at your native language or the mother tongue. You are very good at English. For example, let me tell you, if let's say if you go to a village and if you might have seen a farmer, if his son got ill and if he didn't go to school, okay, then what the farmer gonna ask his son? He'll just ask, why didn't you go to school? But instead of school, will he say vidyalaya or like pathshala or anything? No. Then he'll say, let's go to hospital. But instead of using the hospital, will he use aspatal or something else? No. He'll not use the word which is associated in his language. Thus, on an average, if a person who has never been to a school, even he is using almost 30 to 40% of the time only the words in English. Okay, even if he feels that if he wants some water, so he'll say a glass of water. I mean a glass pani or a glass water. So with this you can understand, and you people are more educated, I mean like your 10th and 12th and even most of your graduates as well. So on an average you are using 70% of the time only the English words. For example, if you go to railway station, I don't think so you use something to a railway station in your own language. Even to a railway platform, I mean even to a platform ticket. So all these words we just use English, only in English we use. Now let's come to the other point, like why you don't speak. Like how many of you know English but you don't speak? As you don't speak because of grammar, mainly the sentence formation and the things which are associated with the grammar, like the tenses. And how we can learn tense is that I have one of the very easiest trick that I'll let you know in the upcoming sessions. At the same time, like we will not learn tense in the way as people they teach. It's like this is simple present and past continuous or present continuous. No, not syntax, nothing. We'll just learn with the help of the situation based. And along with the grammar, what is the next thing we require is the vocab. And let's say if you have learned this, then obviously you have to overcome the stage fear. And the third question is that how many of you know English but you don't speak because of? And even after learning this grammar, for example, the doctors, even the managers who are very, very good at English, but when it comes to a point where they have to speak in front of thousands or lakhs of people, they just get hesitate. The reason behind is that they have not practiced, they have not built up that particular confidence. And why? Because they have something in their mind, and the same it goes with the graduate as well. He just thinks that okay, what he is thinking about me, what he gonna think, what she gonna think. Whereas let me tell you, you just have to start speaking from day one, because people they don't have time to think about you. And even they don't spend even a single minute to think about you. So whenever you come onto the stage, you just think that no one is listening to me and no one is better than me. I am the best out of all. And the moment you think this, easily you can overcome your stage fear. And the moment you overcome the stage fear, then easily you can get into the track. Now let me tell you how you can improve your English. Okay, so first of all, let's say even you don't have to learn any grammar. The basic thing is that, let's say you know even the basic words go, come, and along with this, even you might be aware of I it refers to me, you, and even we, I mean like along with me 2 or 3 members, even he, she, and me. So if I have 2 words called go and come, so you can even start with a very simple English like I go, and where I go to college, I go to institute, I go to KPHP, I go to Amirpet. See what I'm doing, I'm using only I go to, and where I go I'm just using, and that becomes a different sentence. And as you go, then obviously you have to come. Then I come to my home, I come to my institute, I come to KPHP, I come to Amirpet. In this way, let's say if you have learned to go and come, in the same way you can use the other word like buy and sell. Like I buy vegetables, I buy fruits, I buy, let's say, bicycle, I buy a car, I buy a bike. In the same way, I sell my bike, I sell my bicycle, I sell my laptop. So in this way you can just improve by just using the verbs. And even for that, I have my verb list. As you can see here, all the things I have been providing here in the verbs, like V1, buy, build, even the V2. Let me tell you how you can use this. As if you'll see V1, V2, V3 and V4, but you don't have to learn all those, and no, I will not assign you all those tedious tasks. Along with this, if you like something to read, for example, if you like sports, I mean, so just read a newspaper, and I am not asking you to read only the news. Okay, it's like, for example, this is related to cricket, so just read it and even try to understand. Even you don't have to get into the depth, you just have to try to understand what is given, and slow and steadily you can build. Moreover, if you can even concentrate the people what they're gonna speak, even that will help you out more and more. Let's say if you like to read stories, just read. Let's say if you are not interested to read, then just listen. Even we have the audibles as well. Let's say even if you don't like to go through, so sometimes even the movies may help you out. And along with that, there is very important thing I hope you might be aware of, called TED Talks, TEDx. So even if you can listen that TEDx, so that will help you to an extent. And let's say if you are from India, so try to listen more and more to the Indians first instead of going with the foreigners, because their accent, the vocab may change. So if you can follow these simple tricks, the first, let me tell you, if you are interested to read about the sports, about the cooking, about anything, just read only about that, because English is unlimited. Even you can learn from various sources. And the second is that try to make the sentences with the help of the small vocabs, as I told you. Like I go wherever, in the same way I cook, I burn, in this way you can use. And the third is that just go through that TED Talks. And even if you want, I provide in the description below as well, and even I cover up all the TED Talks that can even help you out. Okay, and initially just follow these simple tricks, and in the upcoming videos I'll let you know more. So thank you and keep learning.